Hello, hello.
Hello.
Oh, you guys can hear us?
Yep.
Yep.
What's up? What's up?
All right, you guys. Yeah, if you click on the chat icon at the bottom of your screen, just type in that you can hear us and what's been going well for you today. We'll give a few people few more minutes to get online, and then we'll crack into it.
There's Josh right there.
Oh yeah.
I'm right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna text you in a few minutes about what the question you asked.
Thumbs up.
Let's ride, Rob. Let's ride the lightning. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, Aaron. Yeah. Welcome, welcome.
Face.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't see
Anybody
on videos though, other than we're only looking at ourselves on videos. Sometimes you can see. Oh, there's Josh. So we can see Josh on video. Hi, Josh.
And Laura.
Hi.
Hey, Laura. Oh, there we got a few others. Hello.
Everybody's popping up now.
Yeah. Awesome.
I like to live in the dark.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, it's pretty dim.
very dark in there.
Like my soul.
Awesome, you guys. Cool. Well, we'll crack into it. I'm gonna just share our screen here. We've got a little presentation we're gonna talk through. But if any questions you think of while we're going, all right, just go ahead and type them into the chat. And then if we don't address them somehow, we'll kind of go back through at the end and just hit those up at the end to make sure we've got all the questions answered. But yeah, we're super excited, and thanks so much for getting online tonight with us. So let me see, share the screen. Oops, back up. And here we go. All right, you guys got this?
Yep.
Awesome.
Sweet.
All right, you guys. So welcome to the Five Valleys Fit Challenge. All right, we haven't done one of these before, but we're super excited. We've been talking about doing one for a while, and we're excited to see how many people we got on board. I think we're close to 40 people overall, which is really awesome.
Cool.
So we're excited to get after it these next 6 weeks. Just wanted to give you guys a shout out, right, for taking another step here. I know you're committed at the gym and coming and training, but you're taking it to another level, and I think it's just really inspiring to see that you want to continue to improve other aspects and areas of your life, and I think you guys should know that carries over to the people around you, right? Your kids, your family members, your coworkers, but you're also going to be inspiring and leading by example as they see you're working hard to continually kind of better yourself and make sure you're staying healthy and fit and strong. So just wanted to give you guys all a shout out for being a part of this. Yeah. I will turn it over to Jesse here for a second. He's going to go through a few things.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Okay, so I just want to talk about assessment day, which is going to be Saturday. We're going to do this at 9:30, so after that 8:30 class. Some of the stuff we're going to do in the assessment, we're going to go over measurements, and we'll be measuring, we're going to measure around the waist, buttocks, the thigh, and the bicep, and then we're going to take 3 measurements on each place and then have that average number, and then we'll do those measurements again at the end. We're also going to have a workout test, which is just a little 9-minute AMRAP. And then we're also going to take photos, which I know are going to be a little bit stressful for people. And so sometimes we get a little nervous and have this face right here for photos. But we're going to do them anyway because it can be really motivating to see the visual progress. We're not going to share the photos with anybody. It'll be between us and you. But sometimes it's really cool to be able to see how much physical change you can have in that 6 weeks. And so as long as you're comfortable with it, ladies, it'd be good if for the photos you had like a sports bra or tank top and shorts or tights, and then guys with either a tank top or shirts off. That way you can get really accurate photos, and so you'll have something to kind of go off of at the end of that 6 weeks to see how you've gotten.
Yeah, I just wanted to jump in and say, because sometimes like we don't notice the changes ourselves, right? Because it's happening to us on a day-to-day basis. So having that like pre and post to look at and compare can be really just inspiring, because you might not think you changed that much, and you're like, oh wow, that's a big difference. So that's kind of why we're doing it.
Yeah. Sweet. Then we're gonna go into the scoring system a little bit. So did you want to cover this for me too?
I can jump in on some of it. Wait.
So we're doing like a scoring system where you're going to be given a certain amount of points every day, and then you run the risk of losing points versus trying to have to gain points, because sometimes we get a little bit more motivated when we have something that we don't want to lose versus having to gain something. So we're going to give everybody 10 points a day, and then you're going to get minus points depending on what you do throughout the day. So
there's a few criteria you got to follow each day. One is sitting down to eat your meals. And this is just really comes back to like basic digestion and nutrition, right? If we can have a really good kind of diet or follow a really good diet, but if we're stressed out and running around and we're just like cramming it in our mouth, we're not even going to absorb any of those nutrients, those good nutrients that we're getting in. And if we are doing that and we're eating poorly, all right, it's even worse. It magnifies that effect there. So first step is to sit down. We're just saying that's going to be for your like 3 meals, right? Breakfast, lunch, dinner. You got to sit down. If you're having a snack, kind of let that go. But if you can, we would definitely recommend sitting down, kind of trying to relax a little bit, and then eating that meal or so. Next thing to follow here, protein at every meal. So we're going to give you a list of like just quality protein sources, but we want you to have protein at every meal. When we say meal, we're talking like breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and snacks can be something else. They don't have to have protein. It could be just a vegetable or something there, but trying to make sure you got the protein at each meal, and then vegetables at every meal. All right. Those are the 2 main things that if you can get those 2 in your meal, all right, you're going to be looking good. And vegetables will give you, again, like a nice big list, but it's up to you to choose and diversify, and really want to have like a variety of colors of vegetables. Yeah. And that's where you're going to get all your micronutrients. So trying to get some kind of vegetable at each meal, and hopefully throughout the day, you're getting a good variety of vegetables. And then kind of the last criteria is for this part here is move a minimum of 30 minutes per day. So you don't have to go do a CrossFit workout every day to get your exercise in, right? We want you to move kind of intentionally. It could be split up, could be 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, or you're going for a jog or a nice hike or whatever it is. But we want to move every day and just making sure that we're kind of like making that a priority, right? So obviously if you came to a class, that would take care of it for the day. You can't bank anytime. We want you moving each and every day, right? So 30 minutes per day there. And then there's a few other ones where -1 point. So every alcoholic beverage beyond 1 per day. So you don't have to have 1 per day. But we want this to be something that is sustainable, but you can help you guys like figure out, okay, I can just have 1. That's okay. I don't have to have more. Or some days I choose not to have any, right? So but we want to set that restrictor on, hey, you're only going to have 1. Otherwise, you're going to lose points there. And then the last one here, anything food or beverage item with added sugar, right? So if you're drinking a soda, if you're, eating cookies, obviously any of those things that have added sugar, that's a -1 point for those. So for each one. You cannot get negative points on one day. All right. So 0 is the lowest you could get. And the next day it resets. You start with 10, and the goal is to hang on to all 10 every day, or as many days as you can, and keep, or at least keep improving if you find there's kind of something that's holding you back and points there. Yeah.
No bankrolling the alcoholic beverages either. So if you go like 6 days without drinking an alcoholic beverage, you don't get to drink 7 on Sunday. Okay. Every day it kind of starts over again.
Yeah, for sure.
That was funny.
Yeah. As far as score reporting, yeah, you want to just go?
Yeah, so we're going to split everybody up into a couple different teams, and those teams will go out on Sunday. And so with that, you're going to fill out your scorecard every day, and we're going to send you guys like this online form so that you can just fill it out pretty easily, and then we'll get notified. We'll be able to kind of keep track of everything. And you're going to basically put your total score in there. It's going to say like 10 points a day, and then you'll have how many minus points. Yeah, there it is. And so how many points lost, and then your total points. And then there's going to be at different stages throughout the 6 weeks, there's going to be opportunities to actually earn some bonus points. And those will change as the weeks go, and we'll send those out as like little like mini challenges essentially. And I think right now the teams are going to be split up into 3 teams.
I think so.
Yeah. So it'll be, I'll have a team, Ian will have a team, and then Liz will have a team. And so kind of be going head to head that way.
Right. So just kind of a approach, some advice basically as you're going into this challenge. So play the long game over gaming the system. So at the gym we used to own in New Zealand, we ran a few challenges, and people would always try to game the system. Like they'd be like, oh, 1 drink, does that mean if I drink out of the wine bottle, I can have the whole bottle of wine? And so that's not allowed, right? Right. So if you have to ask the question, right, we're going to leave it up to you. We want you to start to think about these decisions and make it not just because you're losing points that you're doing things, right, but because that's the long game that you want to play, and that's the habit you want to create. All right. So, well, it can be kind of fun and funny. We do want you to think long term. All right. And how's this going to carry you forward? Is this like going to be a positive thing that I'm doing, or am I just like trying to get away with something? And if you're trying to get away with something, then likely you should just make a different decision there. Yeah. Another one, yeah, just turning excuses into challenges or obstacles that you are overcoming. So we've all got, we're all pretty busy. We can be tired. You might have kids or work or whatever, or travel. Those are challenges and obstacles, right? We can overcome those. If we start to say, that's my excuse, and then I'm going to go do this because I have that excuse, that's where we start to run into trouble. And I know I've done it before for sure, tons of times. And so now I'm trying to think about things more as, hey, this is going to be hard. I'm aware that it's going to be hard. How am I going to deal with this and make a better decision there?
Yeah. And then keep it simple. This stuff doesn't have to be crazy complicated. Start slow and easy. Come up with a couple ideas for some meals, 1 or 2 breakfast ideas, a couple lunch ideas, couple dinner ideas, and just work on those for the first couple weeks. And then once you get a good grasp on those and you're comfortable with that like routine, then you can add more stuff. You can start taking things away. You don't need to go like super crazy right away and make it really uncomfortable and not fun. You just kind of start slow and make it simple. Healthy food and good decisions is pretty fun, and you'll start noticing pretty quick how good you feel. So it's nice and simple. Yeah, and then make your decision before you enter dangerous territory. So basically, you want to start thinking ahead for some stuff or game planning things. If you know that, let's say, for instance, an example that I would use is I know that if I'm going to be at the gym for a really long time working and I might not get to leave for food, and that maybe I should bring some food with me and have those healthy snacks or those healthy lunch or dinner versus, oh, I'm here for a couple hours, I'll just order food and I'm hungry, or maybe I'll walk down the street and get something and I don't know what options they're going to have. So maybe game planning ahead of time or the night before the next day, thinking about what you have coming up the next day. If there's any obstacles that could come in your way, how would you go about overcoming those, or what you would need to do to prepare so that you don't get stuck or you don't have something come up last minute.
Yeah, and I was just telling Jesse a story about this because I just the other day I finished a soccer game. I was actually super hungry and I was going home to eat dinner, but Liz had texted to grab something from the store. And I walked in, and right in front of me were like all the chips, and I was like, it's a good thing I only am buying this, and I've already made that decision, right? Because I felt the strong pull, right? And if I had just been like, oh, I'm kind of hungry, I'm gonna go in and see what they got, right? I would have been home with a bag of chips that would have been gone pretty quick. So making those decisions, right? We're just trying to create those habits and think about those things before we get into those dangerous territories there. Could be a barbecue or a party or going out to eat with some friends, all right? So just figuring out what you want to get out of it and what the options are that are going to help you. We do have an assignment for you guys. So first assignment, I'd like to get this from everybody by the start of the challenge, by Monday, hopefully, and we'll send another reminder to or remind you on Saturday. But we just got a few questions we want you to answer. We'll send these out as well, but just why we want to know why you decided to join the Fit Challenge, right? A lot of people want to improve their nutrition, but some people didn't join the challenge, and so we're just curious to see why you guys did, and then the other thing we want to know about is at the end of the 6 weeks, what does success look like for you? So like how are you feeling? What results have you achieved? What new positive habits do you have? So thinking in terms of like, it's 6 weeks from now. How was this challenge a success for you? Because we want to hear that so that we can help you guys get there and get those feelings and get those habits and get those results. All right. So that's the first assignment for you guys going into this. I think the last one, I'm reading this book called Thinking in Bets, and this is a quote from that book, but it's the quality of our lives is the sum of decision quality plus luck. Obviously, we don't have any control over the luck, but we do have all the control over our decisions, right? So what kind of decisions are we making? We always have an opportunity to make a decision that might move us forward in the way that we want to, or maybe it's going to hinder us from making the progress we want to. So I think you have the power, right? You've got the power to make the decisions that'll carry you forward here.
Yeah.
So that's all we got. We'll turn it over. Any questions? I'll check the chat if I can. Maybe. And we can also unmute you guys if can we bank the booze? Yeah, no. We addressed that.
Before I answer that question.
Any questions? We'll find out. Oh, Mike, yeah, I think we're gonna see everybody on, like, we're gonna get final numbers on Saturday, so we're gonna try to send out the teams on Sunday, everybody. So yeah, we'll get everybody there.
What type of beer is challenge approved?
Yeah.
Any beer, I guess. As long as it's one beer is challenge approved.
So we'll send out, yeah, it's just one drink a day, basically, Niels. Yeah, any other questions? Oh, so I think we're gonna have to post this recording or a link to it. So it's getting recorded right now, and then we'll probably like turn it into a video and post it there. Yeah, Chuck, good question. So there's the point system. We're going to start sending out information on it, but we do want it to be, it's going to be more like principle based. It's not going to be, you're going to follow this exactly. It's more about what the decision is and how to build our meals around that. And we'll have a few different options that we'll be kind of recommending there, as well as like recipes and things like that.
We're also gonna have like goals every week, or every week we're gonna focus, or a theme for every week, and so there'll be like a little challenge, or there'll be like special information or some type of educational stuff coming every week, depending on what that theme is gonna be. And so we'll be progressing forward the whole time, adding new stuff and learning new things as we go through it. Anything else?
All right, you guys. If you do think of any questions, yeah, feel free to just email them through, or just we can touch base with it. We'll see everybody on Saturday, hopefully. And we can hopefully answer any of those then as well. But we'll try to get that information out to everybody there. Yeah, super excited. Awesome. Yeah, Cass and Susie, we're excited too. So if if you didn't get or if you can't make it on Saturday to the measurements and testing at 9:30, we'll have another option on Monday afternoon, kind of anytime between 3 and 6:15. And if that doesn't work, send us a message. We'll figure out a different time, and we can make sure and get that taken care of. But yeah, awesome, you guys. We're super excited. We're all going to be participating as well as leading this challenge too. Yeah. So excited to see everybody get after it and everybody's results as we work through it. Have a fantastic evening.
You guys.
All right.
Later.
Thanks, bye.
See you guys.
See you later.